The government's budget has resulted in increased borrowing and cuts in services. There was no need to do that if they had the courage to look at broadening the tax base, particularly a capital gains tax excluding the family home. Capital gains tax has the advantage also of putting downward pressure on housing prices and moving capital into the productive sector. I think that would have been a much better response and would have meant that the New Zealand economy would be better off further down the track by directing capital into the more productive sector and away from the housing sector.
And Labour's response, I mean, Nationals attack Labour's response as a borrow and hope. What does the Greens think about Labour's response?
Well, all we've seen from Labour so far is that they would borrow to cover it. They may yet come up with some revenue measures, so we'll see what they come up with before the election. But yeah, I mean, National's budget was cut spending, sell assets and borrow. Labour's response so far has been to borrow. The Greens party says we actually need to look at the revenue side.
And move on to a more sustainable green clean tech path.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, we need to look at the transformation of the New Zealand economy to make it much more sustainable, clean and green, and we can use price signals to do that, whether that's a carbon charge, a real one, because currently we're subsidising pollution to the tune of $2 billion over 2 years, whether it's a water charge, because irrigators currently don't pay for their water, and a capital gains tax as well to drive capital into the productive sector.